Welcome to today's video, boys, and today we're going to be talking about the 10 most disturbing rap songs that I have ever heard. I really heard some pretty messed up stuff when researching for this video, and I heard some very interesting tracks. These songs do talk about some pretty heavy subjects, so if that's not your thing, you might want to click away from this. And also, I think it's customary that I have to say, some of the songs on here do discuss very serious topics such as rape, pedophilia, and child abuse. So if those topics make you really uncomfortable, or if it's something that's personally affected you, you might not want to watch this video, basically, because it discusses these subjects very briefly, but they will be talked about. With all that being said, guys, you can follow me on my Instagram under the name CDTVProductions. That's also my Twitter account and my Snapchat. And with all that being said, guys, this is CDTV Productions, and let's get right into this list. And at number 10, we have Rittz with Call 911.
Put a knife into a nigga, said be quiet, try to scream and you'll be dead. Ignoring what he said, she screamed the scene to piss him off. He shot one of his gloves into her mouth, tried to head behind her back, and then he stabbed her in the abdomen and threw her on the bed.
I chose this song because I feel like it's a nice warm-up to all the upcoming disturbing songs in this list. Rittz tells two different stories on each verse, both of which are pretty gruesome. The first tells the story of a home invasion, which I wouldn't recommend listening to if you hate the sound of women screaming in songs. Then, the second verse tells the story of a father who tries to stop his daughter dating a mischievous boyfriend. So in the end, the boyfriend murders the father with a baseball bat while his daughter watches. It's pretty nasty stuff, a good warm-up to this disturbing songs list. At number 9, we have Bizarre with I Love the Babies. Oh my god.
It's Mr. Boogeyman came to pay you a visit. Known pedophile, the dude from the Green Mile. And I don't give a fuck about killing no child. I'm Wild Bill with an urge.
I mean, you can tell what the song is about just from the title. Literally a song about being a pedophile. I know Bizarre isn't actually one, but come on, this is just shock value for the sake of shock value. And it's not really entertaining in any way. I don't hate the guy, but he really needs to think about what he's rapping. I sound like a 50-year-old mum here, you know, like, oh, all this rap talking about these explicit things, shouldn't be doing that. But it's not funny. Like, it's just pretty nasty, and I find it pretty impossible to enjoy this song. This one is more disturbing in the way that Bizarre thinks this is actually funny, but in my opinion, it's the exact opposite. And I guess the irony of it is that the humor is quite juvenile. At number 8, we have Brotha Lynch hung with Meat Cleaver.
Like they're right up in the grass, Operation Box. Hey, yeah, I'ma get deeper, creeping up in your backyard with a meat cleaver. Either you or your wife about to get it. Shoelace choked in that coconuts. It's like open.
In my opinion, you don't have a complete disturbing songs list if you don't have Brotha Lynch hung on it. He exemplifies horrorcore, and I usually really dislike horrorcore, but Lynch does it really well. His whole Dinner in a Movie trilogy is fantastic. This song is from a concept album about a cannibalistic serial killer, so you can imagine what kind of stuff this song entails. We get a dose of gruesome murder, necrophilia, cannibalism, and as if that wasn't enough, there's a weird skit in the middle where he talks about mother-to-son incest. Just wonderful stuff, really. At number 7, we have Big Lurch with I Did It To You.
For the simplest things, $20 bills and even quarters. I'm like a vampire, nigga, fresh meat, I can't pass it. Walking down the street with a syringe, injecting fools with battery acid. Leaving your mama singing.
This song takes it to another level. As with most of these disturbing rap songs about murder, you know the rappers are just talking fictionally and they've never actually killed anyone. However, shortly after the making of this song, Big Lurch genuinely did commit murder. He actually killed and ate his roommate while he was high on PCP. The details are quite shocking, with him apparently ripping open her chest and consuming parts of her lungs. Just knowing that makes everything you hear in this song that much more horrifying. At number 6, we have Notorious B.I.G. with Suicidal Thoughts.
Crime after crime, from drug
drugs to extortion. I know my mother wish she got a fucking abortion. She don't even love me like she did when I was younger. Sucking on her chest just...
This one is just disturbing because of the detail Biggie goes into about why he sometimes feels suicidal. It takes it to some really dark places, such as when he says his mother probably wishes she had an abortion. He also delves into why he feels like he isn't a good person, and I mean the title just tells you exactly what this is. It's a man's suicidal thoughts, and the track ends with the sounds of Biggie shooting himself in the head. It's pretty saddening to listen to. At number 5, we have Cage with Ballad of Worms.
To numb the calm, sometimes she piss while I eat her. I tell her keep her head up, even though I gotta hold it up for her, and she sees her when she try and get up.
A lot of people have said this song is simply a metaphor for Cage's complicated relationship with hip-hop, but regardless of whether that's true or not, it's quite a bleak listen. To explain it in a basic way, it's about Cage dealing with a dying girlfriend who seems to literally be rotting away by the way he describes it. He even talks about being sexually frustrated because his girlfriend is so sick to the point where any sexual activity is impossible. It's honestly just a hopeless sounding track, and it did shake me up. At number 4, we have Plan B with Suzanne.
Guys next door was never home cause they was always out raving, which made it pretty convenient. Coming to dish that penny weren't lenient. Still no one could hear her screaming when her blood started squirting on the ceiling and drive to the wall to the...
This song tells the true story of Anthony Hardy, who is dubbed the Camden Ripper. I'd never heard of him before, but Plan B paints quite a vivid picture of what he did here over a calm instrumental which really caught me off guard. Essentially, what he did was kill prostitutes and actually dismembered them with a chainsaw. This song takes that fact to the next level when it actually plays some obviously reenacted audio of a woman being dismembered by a chainsaw. The song just has a really haunting vibe, and the ones based on true stories are always some of the most disturbing for me. And at number 3, we have Eminem with Kim.
Always make me shout at you. How could you just leave me and love him out the blue? Oh, what's the matter, Kim? Am I too loud for you? Too bad, bitch. You're gonna finally hear me out this time.
You probably saw this one coming when you clicked on the video. This song is not only disturbing because of the content of the song, which details Eminem murdering his ex-wife's new family and then chasing her through the woods to strangle her to death, but it is also unsettling because of Eminem's delivery on it. He does not hold back and pretty much screams his lungs out on this track. Eminem has always been able to channel anger really well through his voice without necessarily shouting, but here he goes all out, and it's really shocking if you haven't heard it before. And when you think the song can't get any more twisted, he also mentions slitting a 4-year-old boy's throat. The line was censored even on explicit versions of the song, but it's still very, very dark, and you can find completely uncensored versions of the song on YouTube. At number 2, we have Immortal Technique with Dance with the Devil.
Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently.
A lot of people recommended this on both of my heartbreaking songs lists, but I intentionally didn't put it on them because I was saving it specifically for this list. Oh, this song. I heard this when I was around 14 years old. It messed me up then, and hearing it now still makes me feel like throwing up. I've talked about it on here before in my controversial music videos video, but this list shouldn't even exist if this song is not on here. The story told follows a man who wants to join a gang. As an initiation into this gang, he is given the task of raping and killing a woman. This eventually leads to him completely unintentionally beating and raping his own mother, and he didn't know it was her because she had a bag over her head. When her identity is revealed to him, he is so shocked and disgusted that he commits suicide instantly. It's honestly devastating to listen to. If you've never heard it before, prepare to feel absolutely horrified. And at number 1, we have Angel Haze with Cleaning Out My Closet.
What he did, he took me to the basement, and after the lights had been cut, he whipped it out inside of mine and forced his cock through my guts. See, it was weird because I felt like I was losing my mind, and then it happened like millions of times.
This song left me speechless when I first heard it. It is genuinely super uncomfortable to listen to, and the fact that it's a true story is even more upsetting. Angel tells the story on here of how she was raped at the age of 7 multiple times by a family member. She goes into pretty graphic detail about the whole thing as well. It's really intense, and she talks about how she was afraid to tell people, that she felt helpless, and talks about how it really affected her psychological health and how it kind of molded who she would grow up to be. It's a really horrifying story, and it will really hit you insanely hard if you have not heard it yet. She actually said in an interview that she intends people to be disgusted by this song so that more people can realize the harsh realities of sexual abuse and really take it seriously. This one was definitely the most disturbing on here, purely because it's a real story and the way it is told is very, very intense. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video today. I hope you guys really did enjoy this one. I hope you found some new songs out of it and maybe even discovered some new artists that you've never heard before. Please leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe if you want to see more ones like this one. I bring out videos every Tuesday and Friday, and they will be uploaded at 9:30 PM GMT. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram at CDTVProductions, where you will always be notified. I'll always put a story up when I'm uploading a new video, so you'll be able to see on there, just in case YouTube notifications aren't working. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Worst rappers in the game coming this Friday, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. This is CDTV Productions, signing out.